Who's up first?
Hi, Pep. Is John Stones fit and available for tomorrow?
Yeah.
How has he trained this week, and how?
Step by step, he's getting better. He's not still top, but he's getting better. But it's good to take minutes for tomorrow. Yeah.
I mean, before the Shakhtar game, you were saying that you felt that he would have a long run. That didn't happen. What has he got to do to stay fit, and how convinced are you that he can be relied on long term? Because he's only played 11 games of 30 this season.
He has to be fit. After 2-3 games, after he fell down and he cannot play. So.
But is there anything he can do in particular to help himself stay fit?
We try to help him, and we try to do the best for him to help him. Since the day 1, 3 years and a half we are here. Yeah, we do everything for him.
But you still have faith in him as a defender, as a player, long term?
Yeah.
Okay.
Done? Oh.
And there's been a suggestion that since you've arrived in English football that it's not only City that you've transformed, it's the entire English game, and that's dribbled down all the way through the leagues to teams like Port Vale. When you analyse lower league teams, do you see parts of your style being incorporated into how they want to play? Not at all?
Don't let me say that. After they're going to hate me more than the people hate me. So,
But
we try to this club playing the way we like. That's all. So, believe me, English football has his own idea, and every manager try to involve his own clubs. More than that is not like this, because all the managers in Premier League, in Championship, in the low competitions, if they play the way they play, they make them play their own teams the way they believe, not because they were in TV and said, "Oh, I like to do that. I'm going to copy paste and my club or my team." That doesn't work. So I said for the day 1 when we arrived here, we're going to try to play the way we like, and we were able to do it in Barcelona, we were able to do it in Munich, and we were able to do it. We have been able to do it here in England. More than that is zero pretension to do it.
Just going back to John Stones, when he is fit, he's an England international, played in the semi-final, I believe, for England. Do you rate him as still one of the best centre-backs England have in our country?
He has the conditions to do it, yeah.
He has the conditions?
Yeah.
So therefore he still has to prove it, or?
He has the conditions to do it, but to be the best central defender, you have to play one entire season every 3 days, being there. If don't, it's difficult to reach the potential that he has. He has to be the level, to play regularly. And the last 3 seasons and a half, he could not do that.
Bad luck is that then? The fact that he's not been able to...
It's difficult to know the reason why. Sometimes it's when you have a tough injury, for example, like Aime had this season, or Gundogan in the first season. Sometimes it's unlucky, or Mendy when the first year here arrive. Yeah, that can happen, It's unlucky. But in case of John, I don't know why we are not able to, to be regularly for a long period, because he's young. He's a young player.
Sorry, I haven't got that. Is there a chance this could blight his career then long term, because he keeps on getting these injuries, he never quite reaches?
No, I don't think so. That's happened when you have more than 30, but he's still young. So it's a player. He has his future in front of him. It depends on him. So it depends on him. He's in his hands, in his head, to become one of the best.
Hi, Pep. Port Vale's striker, Tom Pope, said he'd love to play John Stones every week. He'd score 40 goals a season. What's your response to that?
It was not nice. It was not nice.
You're aware of it, are you?
Nope.
Oh, right.
I didn't know.
Would you be tempted to play John tomorrow, just maybe to prove a point?
John is going to play tomorrow, yeah.
He's going to play. And you talk about Eric Garcia. Given his, he looks like a really promising player. Could he save you a lot of money maybe in the summer in terms of strengthening in defence? Is he now a genuine sort of threat to John in terms of playing regularly?
He's another player. He's the one player that we we have it. That is from the academy. It's just 18 years old. Has still a lot of margin to learn, but he's so clever, and everything you talk to him, he understands immediately. He doesn't need more time to understand what he has to do. But in this league you need another squad to sustain the 4 competitions, and the important is that we have one guy we can rely on, and that is the most important thing.
Just carried on with Eric, Pep. Is he a player that you've known about for before you came here, that you'd always kind of had your eye on and heard about him?
No, I hear something. He was in the Barcelona academy, that he was a captain in all the teams he was. Arrived here, immediately was a captain. That's why means how settled incredible well with the team, because he's an incredible lovely guy and incredible well educated and always know exactly what he has to do. He's not ever over exaggerating in his acts and no shy in the other one, so it's calm, and he's incredible all the time, focus, and I hear that when he was in Barcelona, and after I came here, the city decided to pick him up, and the process and what he has done is thanks for the managers academy, for what he has done, and after for the circumstances that we have. Of course we have injuries in that position, but we decide from the beginning of the season training every day with us, after we saw last season when we trained with us and playing in Carabao Cup and some games with us. And the life is about opportunities, and sometimes you are everything, but you don't have the chance. But this chance for the season, and in incredible tough moments of the season against Sheffield, how fast they are, the players there, or Everton, Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, or Musa in Sheffield, or against the second half when we played against Wolves 10 against 11, he was there. And you see the teams, okay, he make a mistake like everyone, but he doesn't make a mistakes like any caused big troubles or big problems with the team, and that is so important.
There's been a bit of talk about a potential new contract for him. Is he a kind of player that City want to kind of build a future
Yeah,
around?
it's the same when asked me, of course we discussed it. I guess, I didn't speak with Chiqui, honestly, but I think when 18 years old playing, I think the club wants, extend the contract, but the situations, I don't know. More in the spirit, I don't have time, not even to take one coffee with Chiqui, so I don't know, honestly.
Quite a few people around the club have said that Eric loves football and loves the tactics and things like that. And you said before he's quite intelligent. Have you known anyone that young that's been so obsessed with tactics and how the game works?
Busquets in my period when he was young, when I was in the second team from Barcelona and the first team, he was so curious to know that in that age, 17, 18 years old. There are not many, but in the squad there are people who loves to understand the game, tactics, and guys don't like to to talk about that. That doesn't mean it's good or bad. Everyone is everyone. So, and for example, don't like to talk about that, but I understand everything. You don't need it. But Eric is a guy who who likes why the reason why it was happen, and he's a guy who make a mistake. You comment, he quick understand, and he's continued to make mistakes, of course. But when you have a guy, when you always stable, it's important central defender be stable here and always have 7, 8, not making incredible performance, but not make a lot of mistakes. And Eric in this situation was a guy, a young player that always is stable. It's important for the manager to take a decision. Okay, it's a guy going to give you this level. That is so important, and especially in this position. A striker sometimes is up and down, but there's more talent, more creativity, and sometimes you wake up, wow. So today I will express everything, but the defender has to be stable. And Eric, for his way, is like this. So,
do you think he's only 18? Do you think he's got a little bit more growing to do as well? Do you think he's going to get taller?
Of course, will be better with 22 or 25 or 27, especially if he plays games. He will be better, of course. So it's not. I don't think he will not be a guy like the good games or nice words in the media is going to change his perspective about who he is or what I have to behave in my career. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong, But I don't think so. In this case, I don't think so.
What, physically, do you think he's still growing?
Yeah, we would like to be taller, but I don't know if. Hopefully, I don't know. He's 18 years old. Maybe he make a. He can grow. So, but it's what it is. So that I don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, guys.